Hi, I'm Jason. I'm from Ask Jason, and today we're going to fix a salt chlorinator that's leaking. So every time the pressure comes on inside the pipe, the chlorinator leaks out the end where the seal goes. I suspect it's going to be a rubber seal like this one. We're going to replace that seal, put it back up and test it under pressure to ensure that the pool stays nice and blue like this. Let's run the intro.
On the All Thumbs rating meter, I'm going to rate this a 1. You just need some basic skills and you don't need any tools today. So here we are at the salt chlorinator. I'm just going to turn it on and show you the water. There it is coming out the end. This is the problem we're going to fix. Okay, so we're going to lift the cover up on the pump and we're going to have a look at the chlorinator, which you can see right now. Okay, so this is the chlorinator that's been leaking, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the collar on the outside here to replace the O-ring. Before we do, we should turn off the power, make sure it's completely disconnected. The chlorinator has electricity going to the end there and could be dangerous. Okay, we're going to undo the collar, it just unscrews. So, and I'm going to place that down on the cable. We don't need to remove it, and I'm just going to break the seal and water will come out from the salt chlorinator. This is the seal here that we're going to be replacing. Currently it's in a groove, so you can use a small screwdriver. I'm just going to use my thumbnail since I said no tools needed. That's it, and it comes away nice easily. Lift that over the top. Okay, so I've got a new one here in a packet. I purchased this earlier. It's a 65mm O-ring seal. Should be exactly the same. Now I have checked the size, but we'll check it again. Over the top, and yep, looks to be the same size, and I'm going to fit the new one over the top. Now, when you put this on, you can use a bit of saliva or a bit of rubber grease in order to put in. This one here, it's just a wet surface, so I'm just putting it straight in. Rubber grease does help. Once it's in nice and even all the way around, you take the chlorinator and slide it back. Now they only go one way, so just be careful as you put it in. Push it all the way up and pull the collar up, and we're going to screw that straight back on. Be careful when you're doing these not to over tighten them, just nice and firm. If you over tighten them, you can crack the plastics. This is the old O-ring, and it looks good, but sometimes you just can't tell. Okay, so nice and tight. We're going to plug it back in now and test it. Okay, I'm going to turn the pump on the manual. I can hear the pump running and the water's coming in now, and I'm just going to wait for the bubbles to start to dissipate through the end. Now, sometimes you wouldn't be able to tell if it's leaking at this point because the air in it would absorb the head pressure. So once that's done, we're going to turn him back off. Okay, and we're going to turn it back on again, and we're just going to check. There goes the pump. No leak. That's a job well done. It's fairly simple, so I'm very happy with the way that's come up, and I'm going to put it back onto automatic and move on.
Well, that's a wrap, and I'm off to find my next project to film. If you click subscribe, you'll help me heaps, and I'll see you next time.